Hi everybody, so today we're taking a look at the Lone Wolf Arms Eliminator22 suppressor. It's my first suppressor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But this one's got a stainless steel base for screwing into the body, or screwing into your rifle, and the baffles are modular, made out of aluminum, so you can like switch up the length however long or short you want it, which I think is a pretty cool feature. Right now I'm just running it in the normal configuration just to try it out. It is rated for 5.7, believe it or not, and I've already ran about 200 rounds of 22 LR through it with my AR-22 and my TX-22 mostly. Today I'm going to do a few rounds through my Rossi Rio Bravo. First without the suppressor, so you guys can get an idea of what it sounds like. I'm going to run Federal Auto Match with and without the suppressor, and then we'll do some suppressed subsonic 22 LR to see what it sounds like. So stick around. So 4 rounds, Federal Auto Match, 40 grain, 1200 feet per second at the muzzle velocity. Let's see. So that's 4, 2 hit metal, 2 without metal. Okay, now we have the suppressor mounted, the Eliminator22. See what it sounds like. Hopefully it doesn't affect my zero too much. Remember last time it kind of did. Alright, so there's 2 hitting metal. We'll do 2 into the dirt. Sounds pretty good, man. Let's do 1 more on metal. If I can hit it. Not bad. Out of I think it's a 16-inch barrel. I'll have to look it up. Okay, now we have 5 rounds of Federal 45 grain suppressor ammunition. 970 feet per second on the box. Let's see what it sounds like. It's pretty quiet. Okay, next up we have 5 rounds of Remington Standard V, standard velocity stuff. It's about 1,040 feet per second. Do another one in the dirt for y'all. Alright, now we have 5 rounds of Remington Subsonic. It's copper plated hollow point. So it's a little different than standard V, and it's going about 10 feet per second faster. Hit the little metal gong. It's a little 4-inch gong, I think. So not bad. It's not even too hot yet. I mean, I'm not going fast. Okay, last but not least, we got the Winchester Super Suppressed 45 grain black copper plated round nose. I think it's rated for 10,060 feet per second out of a 16 to 20 inch barrel. So see how it does. Should be pretty quiet. Okay, so we'll try to hit the middle first. No, it was metal. Do 1 more into the dirt then. Hopefully the wind isn't messing things up too much. Sorry about that. Okay, so today we're going to try the banana mag on the 4.5 inch build. Let's try 1 more. Alright, suppressed banana mag testing on the CMMG 22 LR AR-22 build with the Eliminator 22 suppressor from Lone Wolf Arms. Nice, not bad. Let's try one more, see how it does. This is with Winchester Super Suppressed. Ooh, it's a little toasty. Not bad. So we're going to do some Lone Wolf Eliminator22 suppressor testing. First, we're going to get a baseline with the TX22 and the little linear compensator I have on there. So it might be a little loud under the shade, but it is currently 95 degrees. So sorry. Let's see. Oh, failure to feed. Not bad, not bad. Didn't lock back open, no big deal. I'm working on some experimental follower designs. Okay, this time we'll do one round of Federal Auto Match. Not bad. All right, today we're looking at the TX22 with the Lone Wolf Arms Eliminator22 suppressor, modular suppressor. Let's see how it runs. It is full auto rated. Not bad. Hopefully they run pretty well. Whoop. Woo! Not bad. Okay, 10 rounds of the Winchester Super Suppressed with the Eliminator22 LR suppressor. It ran pretty well, man. It's not locking back open because I had to modify the follower to fit in the banana. TX22 boomstick extension with Eliminator22 suppressor. Let's see how it runs. TX22 Pro Mag testing with rate reducer and the Lone Wolf Arms Eliminator22. Let's see how it does. Okay, so we're back on the bench, aka my tailgate, because my actual workbench is way too messy to show you guys. And I have it in the shorty configuration. This is after cleaning it and everything. I took a few baffles off, 4 to be exact. And don't be like me, make sure to lube your threads up. And some guys like to put like a little thin film of grease around the baffles so it's easier to clean out. But I was able to clean this one out pretty well with some Slip 2000 and a brass brush and a low RPM Dremel with some brass attachments. I went slow and kind of took a little material off at a time. Let's see, try to focus. There you go. This is what they looked like before I cleaned it. There's the inside. This is after about 500 rounds, I think closer to 600. And a lot of them were pretty quickly through the can, so not bad for aluminum. Also, don't be like me and use tools on the baffles. Make sure you use a strap wrench or something that won't mar it up, because these are not flats, to help you remove the baffles. And since it's 22, man, don't go too tight on it. I guess I should have learned that, but yeah, keep them nice and loose, hand tight. That way carbon won't foul it up and get it stuck. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the suppressor. Did really well. It's not the quietest one out there, but I like that you can change the length up to fit whatever build you're putting it on. And, you know, did pretty well for me so far. So if you guys like the video, please give me a like, subscribe. I'll try to make some more content for y'all. Some more tips and tricks and how-to videos, especially how I got my AR-22 running and all the things I needed to do to that.